let's jump into it. So as far as all of your ingredients that you're gonna need 2 cups of rice. I'm using basmati, but you could use jasmine rice also. Then we're gonna move on to all of our fresh herbs and veggies. So we're gonna have scallions, onion, yellow onion, garlic cloves, and then you're gonna use some fresh thyme. If you don't have fresh thyme, you can use dried thyme. But of course, the fresher is always the better. Right, so then coming over to more of our other ingredients, you're gonna need about a can of coconut milk. You're gonna need a half a cup of kidney beans. We'll talk about these ones in just a second. And then you're gonna need your dry spices. For this one, it's not a ton. You are getting a lot of flavor from your fresh herbs over here, but we do have salt and allspice. Have those measured out there, but of course, don't feel like you have to measure. Just kind of do what feels right for you. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm gonna get these kidney beans ready. These kidney beans do need to soak. A lot of recipes will tell you they need to soak overnight. A lot of recipes will say they need to soak for 24 hours. The Goya bag said that you could do this if you forget to do those things. All right, so all you're gonna do is you're gonna grab a pan. You're gonna put your half a cup of kidney beans, just like that, and you're gonna grab some hot water. I'm gonna take this and I'm going to fill it in my saucepan about 2 inches above my beans. Great. Once you have that in there, you're gonna transfer this to the stove and you're gonna start a boil of the water. Great. Once you see a boil get started, you're gonna turn the heat off and you're gonna just allow those beans to sit for about 1 to 2 hours and then you'll be all set. Hopefully you've seen my recipe on brown stew chicken. If not, you need to check that out because brown stew chicken is the perfect recipe to serve with your rice and peas. The rice and peas add a little bit of a tropical feel with the coconut milk that you're gonna add in there, but it also really absorbs all of the sauce that you're gonna have from that brown stew chicken. And trust me, with this brown stew chicken recipe, you're gonna have a ton of sauce. So go check that out and then we'll hop back into it. All right, so once your beans are just about done soaking, you're gonna start chopping up all of your ingredients. So I'm gonna start by chopping up my scallion. Just a warning, scallion will mess with your eyes the same way a regular onion does. So just be prepared. I had some real issues the last time I made this when I was chopping up my scallion because I think it was really fresh, which is a great thing, but it definitely makes your eyes tear up a little bit. All right, so I have my scallion. I'm gonna add that to a bowl. Great. Next, I'm gonna get my yellow onion all chopped. Doesn't have to be perfect, just get it in as small pieces as you can, because I think when it comes to rice, smaller pieced onions are good, whereas some of these other recipes I'm about to make, like the brown stew chicken, you can have bigger chunks of onion, and it'll taste really good actually that way. I think on my 2026 to-do list or plan, I would like to take some cutting classes or cooking classes. I feel like I can get my vegetables chopped up really well. They're just not as sleek. My cutting skills aren't as sleek as they could be. But hey. Alright, and you'll just add that to a bowl. So for this recipe, we're gonna use 3 cloves of garlic. You could use garlic powder, I'm sure. Just again, the fresher the ingredients, the more flavor and that more authentic taste you're going to get. I'm gonna smash these, get them out of that little casing that they're in, and then peel them out. Great. And then again, you're just gonna chop this as finely as you can get it. comes to your fresh thyme, you can really do this however you want. I do keep it in the full sprig, and I think for this recipe I'll put like 3 or 4 of them. It's a really good fresh flavor, so I do highly recommend getting fresh thyme. The one thing about this is you will, when everything's done cooking, you will have to pick out the thyme sprigs. Otherwise, you're gonna have just big chunks of thyme, which you don't want that. Now you're ready to start cooking your kidney beans on the stove, and you're gonna add in all of your spices. So I'm just gonna take this lid off for now. There should be about 1 to 2 inches of water above your beans. After soaking, they may have absorbed a little bit of water, so you may need to add a little bit more in here. I'm gonna do that really quick. And then you can turn your stove on. Let that come to a boil, and then we're gonna start adding all of these vegetables in. So after your beans have simmered for about 20 minutes, you're ready to add in your last 2 ingredients. First one we're gonna add is our coconut milk. And I'm gonna dump that in. And then we're gonna add our basmati rice, 2 cups. Make sure you wash your rice. Delicious. All right, let that cook for 30 minutes. You can turn the heat down. I'm gonna do a little below medium, but you're continuously going to be stirring this throughout those 30 minutes. And my rice and peas is done. Move that off the stove. And this is the final result. You know that this recipe is done because you'll start to see the rice become less sticky and more flaky. So good. One thing you do have to do, and I know I mentioned before, you need to pick out these thyme sprigs. I think I had like 3 or 4 in here. Let's keep that into a bowl. There you have it, Jamaican rice and peas. Very good. And that's it for this video. If you want to see other videos like this, cooking, trying recipes from different countries around the world, like, subscribe, leave a comment. Actually, if you have a rice and peas recipe that you do something a little bit different, I would love to hear about it. So definitely leave a comment below and go check out this Jamaican cabbage recipe when you're done, because that'll kind of tie the whole meal in together and give you that nice weekend Jamaican meal. And if you do make all the recipes in this Jamaica recipe series, your plate is going to look something like this.